Good morning, class 2. Welcome to your value education class, children. So, we have completed chapter 11 of your book. Today, we are going to start with chapter 12. Okay, chapter 12. So, open your book at page number 5454. So, this is the chapter that we are going to read today, and the page number is 5454. So, everyone, please take out your book and open your book at page number 54. Right. So this is a new chapter, that is chapter 12. We have already completed chapter 11. Okay. Now chapter 12. See, the name of the chapter is Think About Others. And the value that we are going to get after going through this chapter is that social services. Okay, means what we do for other. What do we do and what should we do? Is it good to do for others, or is it good to be selfish? It is obviously it is not good to be selfish. We should always think about others, right? So we should love all living beings and always be good to others. We should be always good to others by being generous to them, and we should all love all the living beings. When we are good to others, it makes them feel happy. When we are good to others, the opposite person, if I am good to you, then what happens? You will also feel good. It will make you feel happy. If I am doing some good for you, you will feel happy. And on the other hand, if you do something for me, then I will also feel happy and I'll praise you, right? So it also makes us feel happy, isn't it? When I find that you are happy, then I will also feel happy within myself, isn't it? That you are happy. So when we are good to other, it makes other happy. On the other hand, it makes you also feel happy for that, as you are able to make someone happy. Some people care for others before caring for themselves. Read the story. Now we'll read the story about some people who cares for, not only they care for themselves, but they care for others. Okay, now read the story. Old Kaki. What is the name of the story? Old Kaki. Kaki was an old woman. Kaki was an old woman. She was very kind and helpful to others. One day she was planting some saplings in the garden. King Bikram, riding on his horse, was passing from there. Okay, he was passing from there. He was surprised to see such an woman working in the garden. So Kaki was a old woman, and she was very kind and helpful. Kaki was very kind and very helpful to others. So one day when she was planting some saplings means the small plant. Okay, so she was planting some saplings in the garden. At that time, what happened? The king of that kingdom, King Bikram, he was riding on his horse and he was passing through the that place, okay, where Kaki was planting the saplings. Okay, and he was very surprised to see that an old woman was working in the garden, and King Bikram was very surprised to see that such an old woman, she is working in the garden. He was curious to know who is this old woman, and why she is what she is doing. Okay, he became curious to know what old Kaki was doing, and King Bikram, he was curious to know what old Kaki was doing there. So he got down from his horse and walked up to her. So the king, he got down from his horse. He was riding in a horse and he was passing through there. When he saw the old woman working in the garden, then he was curious to know that, and so he got down from his horse and walked up to old Kaki and asked, "What are you doing so early in the morning? And what are you doing here? It is so early in the morning, and what makes you working here? What are you doing here?" Kaki replied, "Your Majesty, I am planting some mango saplings." Then Kaki, you can see in the picture, this is the old lady and the king is sitting on the horse. Okay, so old Kaki replied, "I am planting some mango sapling." And the old Kaki said, "I am planting some mango sapling." "Mango saplings?" exclaimed the king. King was very shocked to hear that she is planting some, and she is such an old lady and she is planting some saplings. Okay, so he exclaimed, he said, "A mango tree gives fruit after a long time. Do you think you will live so long that you can relish the fruit? Then he was surprised to hear that she's planting the sapling, to see that she's planting the saplings. And then he told the king, the lady, the old woman, that a mango tree gives fruit after a long time, and you are already very old, isn't it? Do you think you will live such a long period of time that you will be able to eat the fruit of this mango tree? Hearing this, old Kaki replied, and when she heard this, she replied, Your Majesty, I am not planting these trees for myself. I have relished many juicy fruits from the trees which were planted by my fathers and forefathers. Then old Kaki says, My Majesty, Your Majesty, I'm not planting these trees for me to eat the fruit. I'm planting it for others to eat the fruit. Okay. I have released many juicy fruits. I have already eaten many juicy fruits from the trees which were planted by my father and my forefathers. Okay. Now I want to plant the trees for others to enjoy. So now I want to plant the trees so that my grandchild can, and the rest of the people, they can have the fruit. I'm sure many people will eat the fruit of these trees, and I'm sure that many people will eat the fruits of these trees. These trees will give shelter to tired travelers and animals in future, and in future, this tree will give shelter to the tired travelers. The travelers who travel for a long distance, they can sit under the tree and take some rest, isn't it? It will give shelters to the travelers who are very tired, and even to the animals in future. King Bikram was pleased to hear her word, and King Bikram was very happy. Pleased means may become very happy to hear her words. He gave her a few gold coins, and he gave her a few gold coins and said, You are really very kind and loving. I wish this kingdom would have had many more people like you. And he said that I wish that in my kingdom there would be in this kingdom there are many more people who are like you, who are as kind as you are. I wish my people to be like that. I wish my people to be kind like you. Okay, so the moral is be kind and thoughtful. So the lady was not planting for herself, she was planting for the future generation to enjoy the hard work that she is doing. So this is all about social services, and the moral is be kind and thoughtful. So this is the end of the story. The question answers and all I'll give you through telegram. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.